Alright, we're back for Strategy and Tactics, issue 333, Operation Unthinkable. The Western Allied attack on July 1st of the Soviets following the German surrender. Actual plan that occurred. It was a nightmare for Churchill, but if Patton's involved, he's probably happy here. So, we are now in the second turn, July 5 through 8. The Western Allies have gone. Then the Soviets have gotten aggressive against at least the UK-based army group here, trying to slip through their lines. We'll see if that works. I looked at this though, and these are stronger than I thought. There's infantry divisions along here. But we're at the combat phase. They chose movement first because with the airborne drop, the Western Allies had created a rather large pocket here. So they had to address that by putting units on the edge so supply could be traced through them. And then they're going to do some of their own attacks over here. So the big attack here is they're going to go after the 7th Armored Desert Rats to try and save these guys right now who are out of supply. But the game changer for the Soviets are their artillery units, which add 18 to the combat range of 3. So that's why they're picking on this guy. This guy's a little stronger and he's got a woods shift, so they don't want to do that. So calculating the odds, we have 6 and 6 is 12. These are halves, so that's another 6, that's 18. And then we have 18 and 5 is 23, 24, 25. Well, that's what we need, 12 and 12. It's 24, so we get, well, I didn't add this guy either. Let's get it right. So 18 and 12 is 30. 36. 41. Yeah, 41. 42, 43 to 12 is, well, that only gets us a 3 to 1 if I'm reading it right. 3 to 1. Okay. But it is a concentric attack. So that is a concentric, so that takes it to 4 to 1. So let's pull up the combat chart here. 4 to 1 on the Soviet is here. So yeah, they won't get a kind of no result. They'll get something here. So let's see what happens. 4 to 1 on 4 is a defender retreat, which is a good thing. Let's see. I think must retreat 1 hex towards a friendly supply source. Cannot retreat into enemy occupied hex. There are no others that a unit could retreat to or be forced to retreat off the map. The unit is eliminated. If a stack unit retreats into an EZOC not occupied by a friendly unit, lose 1 step. This is full stacking, can't retreat there. Okay, an overstack, the owner player may retreat individual units to different hexes to avoid creating overstacks. Units may still only retreat 1 hex. So they can't retreat here. They can retreat into the woods. So I guess that's what they do. And now it's time to escape. I think the 2 units that will try to advance are these guys here. So hopefully they can get out of there. Now, in hindsight now, I don't think I can attack these. Because their defense, well, this guy's defense is 317, but out of supply. Half of 17 is 9 is 8. Let's just round down 8, and we've got 12. These are halved, 20 to 8. That's a 2 to 1. I don't think that's good odds. Let's see, it's right here. Well, we could get a defender retreat, a bloodbath, and then we lose a step, so what? So it may be worth it, actually, to take these shots at them. Cause some damage here. Let's make sure with supply it's judged like most games. Like the other game I was playing at the moment of combat. Supply for combat is determined at the start of each individual combat. Yes, sirree, Bob. May not trace supply in enemy occupied hexes. May trace supply lines into but not out of Ezocs. Friendly unit negates Ezoc. Pretty standard there, so this unit is definitely out of supply, but here's the problem. Allied units attacking have the combat strength, but defending do not suffer any penalties. Holy smoke. So that 17 is solid. That's going to be a 1-to-1. So there's a chance for an AL1. Let's check these again. Oh, I got 2 units here. Okay, so that's a full 10. That's 13. I've got to work on this vassal mod. 13 and 12 is 25. 25 and 6 is 31. And 17 and 17 is 34. Sorry. If they only had an additional unit there. We're still going to play the odds here. Let's go ahead and do the 1-to-1. 4. Okay, bloodbath. We'll take that. 1-to-1 on 4 is a bloodbath. That's actually a good result for the Soviets. Taking a look at the results table here. Bloodbath, both sides lose 1 step. The attacking player may then eliminate another friendly step. Okay, so let's do that. Let's eliminate 1 step. This is a 5, 3, or I flip the 12, 14. So we're going to, see the 5, 3 goes to nothing. So that's send a unit. Allied recycle. Okay, and then the Soviets, we're going to have to lose a unit. Let's see, lose this guy. Okay, now, here's the kicker. In a bloodbath, both sides lose 1 step. Attacking player may eliminate another friendly step. If the defending player may then eliminate 1 friendly step or retreat all defending units 1 hex to a supply source. And then the attacker may advance after combat. So, and defender retreat. It must lose a step too. So it would retreat here and lose a step. I mean, this is a no-brainer. This guy's going to go. And he's not going to take this position isn't important where he takes a step loss because then the bloodbath can continue. So instead, he'll take the retreat and the step loss, and then these 2 guys will advance. So that is a good result here. I don't think there's anybody. Oh, there's 2 units here. Okay. Okay, it's an interesting mix-up here. These units, 6 and 6 is 12, 12 and 7 is 19. 19 to 17, we can do another 1-to-1, but we don't have a surround effect. Cause a step on a retreat, so I don't think that's worth it. Okay, so let's look at this one. We've got 7 and 6 is 13. 13 and 6 is 19. 19 and 3 is 21, but we have a surround. So this would be another 1-to-1. So let's just take a shot at it. Oops. There we go. Let me get this guy over here. Well, then he's in the way of that. So, I'm going to do a 1-to-1 here. The advantage of surrounding, though, is if you retreat, they lose a step. So if we get a bloodbath, here we go, 1-to-1. 3, that's a little better. Another bloodbath. Wait, 1-1. So, oh wow. Oh, bummer. The first attack. First attack I did wrong. I see I'm looking at the wrong table. The first attack on a 4 was an AL1. So let me do some vassal magic here. See how far back it lets me go. Yeah. 6-5 comes back. God, what's the guy I did? Okay, so this one was an AL1. So I just eliminate a unit. Let's just send unit to Deadpool. Okay. Now, this is better. The second one I rolled a 3. Everybody saw it. And that is a bloodbath. So we do have a bloodbath here. Each side loses 1 step. So this guy will go to the recycle. And then one of these Soviet units must be eliminated. Actually 2. So we'll eliminate him. We can't. Oh wow, see. If I eliminate any one of these, he has to retreat towards a supply source. He can't retreat forward. So I'm going to eliminate this guy and force this guy to retreat. There we go. And if I want, I can do advance after combat, but there's no reason. And then this guy is all by his lonesome, but that would be a... Actually, that's a 2-1. Let's see, on the Soviet 2-1. I could still get an AL1 and be dead. That's not worth it. So not as exciting as the Soviets had hoped for, but these units did get free. And really only this attack was successful. AL1. Yep, that's good. So let's come over here. I don't think there were any attacks here. These units are just trying to escape at this point. This guy is just too strong, but I did... No artillery. Well, see, they dropped and killed the airborne units. But these guys could attack. Let's see what we have here. 16. Oh, that's a lot right there. Let's do it here. That's 21, 27, and I think this one is 28. So tough math here. 55, 65, 71. 16 goes into 71. Oh, okay, I'll do it in my head. 16 and 16 is 32. It gets me to 64. That's 4-1. And 4-1 on my terrain chart. The problem we have here is it worth it? It's a forest. Got a 1L shift. We go to 3-1. Well, I mean, okay, Soviets 3-1. We're not going to eliminate them with a DE, but we can at least reduce them. So let's try it. 3-1. 4. Okay, defender retreat towards the supply source. Really can't do that. He's got to retreat here so he doesn't lose a step. And then, let's see how important this is. This guy can move up here. Yeah, I'm tempted to move this guy here, but we've got these guys coming. The poles are still potentially free, so let's move this guy. Let's move this guy here. Okay, that's not going to be an attack. I think I've got another artillery right there. Okay, I think I was going to attack this guy. That wasn't concentric. That was, so we'll just let that odds ride. I better have a procedure to do this. So here we have a concentric attack against 14. We got 10. Well, let's see how much we really have. Nope, 20, 40, 49, 57 to 14. I think that's a 3 to 1. Oh, I'm going to have to pull out the calculator now. There we go. All right, let's do the math right. So I got the, 1, 2, 3. I got the 18. And then I'm going to add in the 20, 40, 49, 57. Okay, that's 75 divided by 14. 5 to 1. Concentric, 6 to 1. All right. Oh, well, 6 to 1 for Soviets is right here. We are going to do something to this division here. 28th. No, we're not. No, we're not. 6 to 1 on 6 is a bloodbath. Both sides lose one step. Well, we can get rid of him. He'll die. Well, no, he can retreat there. All right, so one of our units has to go. Ooh, and these are good units too. Bummer. And these are the units I'd want to get rid of. Always got to remember to put units I'm willing to lose. Okay, so if I eliminate one more point, they'll retreat to here. So what? What do I gain by forcing that guy to retreat? Not a lot. I'll leave it at that. So I've done the 18-1 here. Let's see, did I have any other attacks? I had this guy here, but he's not attacking anything. He's here for defense against these guys. And okay, here is the concentration right there. Oh, did I want to attack him? I can, 10. 1, 2, 3. No, there's the attack right here. Yeah, definitely. 28. 28 and 7 is 35. 35 and 7 is 42. 42 to 4 and 7 is 11. That's 3 to 1. Oh, I'm sorry. 42 and 18 is 60. 60 to 11 is 5 to 1. And a shift because it's concentric. Okay, this time we actually got that's a DR. Okay, we'll hold that. I think I did it wrong again. I think we were at 60, which got us 5 to 1. Concentric shift took us to 6 to 1. I keep doing this. It's a Soviet column. This is the worst result they could get. A DR. I mean, the Soviets' point of view. Well, it could retreat here, but then they both lose a step. Could retreat here, but the only unit that can retreat here is this guy. Now, if I'm interpreting the rules right, this guy can't retreat here because of overstacking. Let me just check that to make sure. Well, the rules are a little vague here. Basically, it says, if the only available hexes for retreat would create an overstack, the only player may retreat individual units to different hexes, okay? But they still may only retreat one hex. There's no displacement rule here I'm seeing. I think that's referring to the retreating towards a supply source. Is eliminated. You cannot retreat into enemy-occupied hexes if there are no eligible hexes you can retreat into. Or retreat off the map, it's eliminated. No. But here's our problem. This guy, I'm just going to play it this way. He would retreat here, but that's in an EZOC, so he is out of there. And now the Soviets can. This is interesting. What do I really want to put here? This is weak here, very weak. Yeah, let's threaten going over the, like a counterattack. And then there's no attacks here. So they did eliminate an entire U.S. division. Another one's reduced. The attack on the British Army group wasn't as killer as I thought, although this unit's in trouble. And this whole line is in trouble. So that's that. I think that's the end of the Soviet combat phase. Then it's Soviet reinforcement and Allied recycling. So reinforcement phase, basically, yeah, these guys moved. So let's take a look at that. I think they roll a die and see how many they get from the R chart. I just need to look up how much they roll here. Okay, so the Soviets roll 1d6. They don't get, and they add the game turn, which is 2. This doesn't apply. Soviet player draws that blindly. So roll 1d6, add 2 for game turn 2. See what happens here. Great, 7. Okay, that's good news for them. I gotta figure out where I stash that. There it is. So they can 5 and 2 is 7. Let's draw multiple 7. Okay, and boom. Let's see. I gotta see what they are though, and I gotta work on this mod. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Okay, let's highlight them all and unmask. Not much. Well, they got some motorized troops and then they got some infantry. So let me drag these closer to the edge of the map. Not quite sure where I need them. Pretty much need them up the center, but there's no real effective road here. This is the big road to come up the center, and it does feed here, so I definitely want to... let's put these guys here because they're faster. And I got another one. Now what the heck, let's just put 2 here. Okay. And that's actually a quick route in. Let's give them a 6-5 and a 6-5. And I'll just put the second one here. Okay. So that's the Soviet reinforcement phase. And they'll move next turn. So clear the move marker. I think the Soviets, they've got supply through here now. Yeah, they're good. Didn't get what they wanted there, but they did kind of mess up this attack. Okay, and then we now go to the Allied recycling phase. That means we look at the dead pool. Okay, where are you? That's funny, I can't find the oh, it's here. Deadpool. And all units that are, oh, this is not good for them. They all come reduced and they don't come back. These just come back, I believe. Yeah. So we roll 1d6 and yeah, 1d6, the recycling procedure. And here's the rules, and let me go ahead and show you that. So recycling, yeah, airborne don't recycle. Polish Second Corps. Units of any type, nationality eliminated. Well, out of supply. I don't think that 1214 was out of supply. Well, the combat was out of... Wow, that's a tough one. Some of these units were out of supply. It's interesting. Okay. Well, I'll just roll them. 1d6, I think, is what you do. Plus 1 for British, so yeah, if I work through these, let's see what happens. So the 29th, oh, 6 turns, comes at the end of the game. Just in time to do nothing. The next American 89th, okay, that's going to come turn 4. And the 69th is going to come. They're not coming back anytime soon. And then units may not recycle. Okay, multi-step units come in at 1. Single step just go. So the first 5-3, that's 4 plus 2 is 6. The next one, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. And the next one, 4 plus 1 for UK. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 plus 2 is turn 7. Okay, so that's when they all come back. Alright, and that, oh, the Soviets are starting to, well, they're starting to lose stuff. Their stuff doesn't come back. Yeah, gonna have to look, and then the Germans are, well, they're gonna be slowed down. Let's see, this is a threat, but these aren't as strong as you think they are. This could be a chance, actually, for the Poles to come in and crush these and then have a kind of an open road on this front, too. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of a free-for-all here. So, anyway, I think we'll end the turn here. So that's the end of turn 2 as a whole. Couldn't tell you who's winning at this point. But it's a nice big counter game, which is kind of fun. And it's an interesting battle with forces similarly with strength, but they each have their own unique strengths and weaknesses too. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like, please click like, and if you'd like a notification the next time I post, please click subscribe. Thanks a lot.